A year since I last spoke with you here at the World Hemp Conference and Congress, and I am very happy to be returning, even if virtually by Skype. Last year I talked to you about a new company, or a new reiteration of my company that I started about 1 year ago, just a bit before, and I was talking to you about my marketing efforts, creating and beginning my brand for Hemp Foods Australia. In the last year, my company used over 178 million hemp plants. We have removed over 5 million kilos of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. We have created over 2,000 hours of employment for farmers. And we have saved over 1 billion litres of water. Sadly, I had to pay non-Australian farmers for those hemp plants, creating 2,000 hours of employment for non-Australian farmers. I removed 5 million kilos of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, but not from Australia. And I saved over 1 billion litres of water for non-Australian people to benefit from directly. My name is Paul Benham. My company is called Hemp Foods Australia. And my goal is to see all of those benefits transferred to Australia, where I am based, and multiplied by a factor of over 100 in the next 18 months. For the last 17 years, I've been working with the most eco-friendly substance on the planet, and undoubtedly the most important source of nutrition and medicine that has ever existed. Cannabis sativa, industrial hemp. In my talk today, I would like you to understand about the impending legality of hemp in Australia. I would like to explain to you a little bit about the good news we have in Australia and about hemp foods in Australia. Now, we all in this room and part of this Congress know quite clearly what is hemp. From Hemp Foods Australia's perspective, cannabis sativa, industrial hemp, hemp seed, hemp foods are a nutritional superfood and sports supplement. We are not talking about the drug form of and psychoactive form of hemp. We still prefer the hemp seed and hemp oil, refer to the industrial form of hemp oil, refer to the industrial form of hemp seeds, refer to the non-drug form of cannabis sativa. We all know that hemp is a plant that is used for many different uses. And I've personally been involved in all of these specific industries and parts of industrial hemp. I've helped build with hemp. I've created hemp bioplastics, built factories to produce 100% hemp materials. It's great to see BMW copying us and producing these biocomposites in their new electric cars. I'm currently involved with some world-breaking technology to produce hemp textiles and bring hemp textiles back around the globe again. Hemp paper are only made by hand, and I look forward to some new businesses bringing hemp paper to the planet again. Hemp medicines are something that are really taking the world by storm right now, and are very exciting. My neighbour, who has sadly some conditions that can be treated with very little else, is currently using and benefiting from the medicinal forms of hemp that are not legal in Australia today. and of course, hemp foods. All of these things from one amazing plant. The whole hemp seeds that we're here, that I talk about today, on the basis of the company that I've been running for this year, producing whole hemp seeds, hemp protein, hemp flour, and hemp oil. We very much look forward to seeing hemp seed as a commodity food, and we believe this is not so far away, as mainstream interests not only in North America, but growing throughout Europe, throughout Asia, throughout Australasia. Now, my only interest really is in hemp foods at this time. But hemp foods is spread between the technologies that I will talk about shortly. Now, you probably already know a little bit about me and maybe done a background check on me. And you can see that 17 years of my life have been focused on industrial hemp and hemp foods. It's currently what our facilities here in Australia, what a factory I've built up in the last year and geared up for. And I'm committing more and more every day to this future for Australia. If Australia is to really benefit from the incredible health foods, the incredible retail opportunities, and the incredible environmental hero that industrial hemp is, then Australia, as does the rest of the world, needs to do away with any misplaced fear or prejudices, and it requires that a full knowledge of all the facts be available to all the people. That's all of you here listening today, and all of the people that make decisions that we are aware of. These people need to be informed. And that is what we're doing right now with Hemp Foods Australia, communicating about the fact that hemp is an innocent hero. It's why we choose, personally, not to feature images of cannabis leaf in our marketing, and why we instead chose to come up with the hemp man as our mascot, and we hope that will help. The hemp man represents what we believe is some of the major benefits of hemp. You can see hemp man, obviously, who travelled here in his hemp car, wearing his eco-friendly hemp clothing. He has shiny skin because of the amount of hemp foods that he eats. Maybe you can tell from his hat, he's a farmer. He's an Australian hemp farmer, and his sandals too show this. Hemp is good for health. Hemp is good for the economy. Hemp is good for the everyday people. These are important messages. Now, on one hand, the government here in Australia has been encouraging us, has been encouraging me personally, has been encouraging our company, our team. They say, you're grateful, here's a grant, have some money, go create more jobs. And then on the other hand, they say, you're bad, Paul, we need to protect Australia from you. As you're probably aware, in reality, the truth is that what I'm selling is literally safer than water and possesses no risks or negative consequences to Australians at all. So, we believe it's a good thing in every conceivable way. So why is this controversy still in existence? Well, we're all aware here that the first pieces of paper were made from hemp, the first Bible was made from hemp, Declaration of Independence came on hemp, Saint Archives still use hemp, George Armani, Levi's, Body Shop, Mercedes, BMW all currently use hemp. We all use hemp. And cannabis itself was banned in the 60s by companies with vested interest in paper mills, fuels, bioplastics, and all cannabis was made illegal. We all know the story. Hemp is legal to grow and has been, but only recently. It was actually illegal not to grow hemp, though, previously, around the First World Wars. It's been a very important in our past, British Navy requiring hemp. It's only in Europe where hemp seed has been kept legal. The rest of the world has had many challenges. But now hemp is becoming legal in many countries around the world, and the facts, the knowledge, the information that we talked about sharing between us and between our peers, between the people that make a decision, this is now spreading to many countries around the world, including Australia. In New Zealand, you can buy hemp seed oil today in the supermarket. It's legal. It's legal to sell hemp oil. It's legal to sell hemp seed and hemp protein today in Australia and New Zealand, but they're all illegal to consume still. Now this map may be an exaggeration, but for Australian purposes, this makes a message that we want to become very clear upon. We want to show that it is an extreme situation here in one of the world's largest, or I guess most affluent economies, where hemp foods are not allowed. And I just told you how many hemp plants we have used. How many people are obviously buying our hemp seeds, oil and protein in a market where it's not allowed for consumption. So how are we doing this? We have very clear message on our package that you cannot consume, that you agree not to consume our products here in Australia or New Zealand. It is a very hard game to play, and a game where I must keep within the law, and we do here. It's a challenge. This soap that you can see pictured here is an example that we have to create to show how our hemp protein can be used. Hemp milk-based soap is a product that contains all of those materials. As you're probably aware, the US made hemp foods legal over in the 90s. And it's become hundreds of millions of dollars worth of business here. There is gold in the hemp fields. There are margins of over $1,000 per hectare for farmers available. Hemp seeds and hemp oil and hemp protein can be sold are sold currently to standard distribution chains and retailers with regular margins today. Food standards, ANSFA, who are the Australian and New Zealand food authorities, first determined that hemp foods were safe for human consumption and healthy in the year 2000. However, the government disproved it for use, thinking that they would be providing a mixed message to the people of Australia, thinking that we would be promoting drugs. So Food Standards of Australia and New Zealand, 12 years later, approved also as safe for human consumption. Scientists and technicians of the government's own laboratories are saying how healthy and important this substance is. However, the government has continued to delay these issues, and still, a year and a half after we had expected a decision made on these products, we still await a final decision, not until the earliest, May 2014. So until this time, I continue to represent our company, our business, the interest and education of hemp on television and media, to support the messages